Atlanta, please help me welcome back Chloe to the studio. How are you?
I'm great, beautiful. How are you?
Great, thank you so much. And I just have to ask, because I heard you say you have a favorite Thai spot here in ATL. Can you put us on?
Okay, yes. I mean, are they paying me?
Ooh, could you just tell us what part of town it is? We might have to do some research.
I think it's Buckhead.
Okay.
We're going to go pick it up.
I love that.
And then there's another one that I would go to when I was a young, little girl. And I went there as we were filming Praises, actually, and it looks exactly the same.
I love that.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to get into it. Okay, so I have been writing, vibing, listening to the music videos that you have out for In Pieces. I'm so proud of you. Incredible job. Sonically amazing. The visuals, even just the visualizers, the teasers. I'm like, stop teasing us, girl. So incredible. Every single detail. And congratulations on your Cosmopolitan cover today.
Woo!
Okay.
God is good.
I love that. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
I know that you have play a huge part, and of course, you always have in the music that you're creating, engineering your own songs, writing, singing, doing everything, production, and playing instruments as well. So, and I also know that you worked with The Dream and Metro Boomin and some other artists on this album. So just tell us about the sessions and the stories that brought you to In Pieces.
Man, as a music lover, I got to work with some incredible individuals, from the features with Missy, Future, Chris, down to like some of my favorite producers and songwriters who have always inspired me, like Metro Boomin, like The Dream, like Hitmaker. And I'm happy to be amongst the awesome creatives and producers on that project too. Also, shout out to Mikey Echo, who wrote the title track In Pieces. So it was just really healing, putting my whole entire heart literally into this project and being honest about how insecure I can feel sometimes, and being honest about how I question if I'm good enough sometimes just because somebody did me bad in a relationship. And I think it's human. And the reason why I called it In Pieces is because no matter how many times we fall, as long as we piece ourselves back together and get up, we're going to be fine.
Yes.
So.
Absolutely. What would you say to somebody who is just feeling really broken? They don't know how it's going to get better, but you know from experience it does. But you have to keep going through time. So what's a reminder that you can give anybody that just feels like I'm stuck in a bad place right now?
Someone told me, because, you know, when people say nothing lasts forever, that kind of makes it feel depressing, to be honest, because then I'm like, well, what about the good things? I want the good things to last forever.
Yeah.
However, I like saying it more like everything comes in seasons. You know, you have the winter, you got the spring, you got the summer, you got the fall. So just allow yourself grace to just breathe and allow yourself to feel what you're feeling, because sometimes we'll add more pressure on ourselves by blaming our mind, like, why aren't we being happy and optimistic and positive? Like, what's wrong with me? And then we'll start spiraling more down a rabbit hole. But I'd have to say, give yourself grace and talk to someone, whether it's a family member or a friend or even a therapist. I don't think any of us deserve to go through anything alone, you know, and we don't have to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Chloe, just tell me, how does it feel to know that you have a body of work out now that people can just dive in and it's all you? I mean, how's the reception been?
Wow. The first day it dropped, I woke up and I just felt so at peace. And I think because I was like, I put my all, and that's really all I can do. And after those 2 days, I felt myself like creeping and trying to see what people were saying, but I ended up removing social media off my phone because I was like, you know what, let me just stay in this bubble. There's so much going on, tour prep rehearsals, press, things like that. So I wanted to make sure that in here was good. And all that really matters to me right now in this moment is staying present and being proud of myself.
Absolutely. And you absolutely should be. So I have to be honest. I was writing to the album in the car, and I also had watched your Vivo live performance for Surprise.
Yes.
Girl. I was telling my sister, I was like, I feel happy tears. Like I had to literally fight it back because I'm just like, you know, when a song encapsulates that your feelings and what you're putting out there, we receive that fully. So have you cried any happy tears and just celebration of like, I'm doing it?
I have gotten down on my knees, prayed, crying, so grateful to God for making my dreams come true, answering my prayers, having this album come out, even being here talking about a movie I'm starring in, and then I'm going on tour. Like, I think when we're so caught up in the work of it all, we don't realize what's actually happening.
Yes.
And it's like, even in this moment, I'm like, whoa, all this is happening for me. So I'm just really grateful. And this is just the beginning. The sky's the limit. I still
Yes.
got a lot more to go, a lot more to
Absolutely.
prove. So
Absolutely. Okay, so you got me excited because we also love Rima. And I saw you said if you were to put anybody on the remix for I Don't Mind, that you would want Rima. So,
I love
Chloe,
Rima.
can we make this happen? We need
I
that for the
hope
summer.
so, right? That would be great. Like the two songs I hear having a feature and a remix on it is Body Do and I Don't Mind.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would be epic.
We're going to get into that because that's definitely one of my faves.
Thank you. My favorite part of the album process was towards the end. If I'm being completely honest with you, it was making the project cohesive. And it reminded me of the same feeling I had when Sis and I created the Two of Us mixtape that was solely produced by me. And we wrote the songs on there. And everything flowed into one another. So my knowledge from doing that and Frankensteining and mixing and everything in that way, I was happy I learned from that because I was able to put that same knowledge and even the knowledge that I picked up from The Dream and Metro and all these incredible creatives I was working with, I was able to put that within the music. So I locked myself in the studio for around 2 weeks with my female engineer, Simone, and I just love women who are in STEM. And it was so cool because it was just the two of us locked up in there. We would go in at 3 p.m. and leave at 10 a.m. the next day. And still, I'd get up in an hour or two and start work again. So it was just great being two women in that studio, just creating and Frankensteining. And, you know, I'd make my beats and I'd export the stems really quick to her and she'd mix it in. I'm like, okay, do this, do that. It was just, it was so exciting. It gave me like, I love puzzles and I love Legos and I love solving things and I love a good challenge. And it was just like so electrifying. I was like, it was really inspiring. I think that was my favorite part.
Yes, I love that. Okay, so tell us about your experience working with Chris Brown on How Does It Feel? Because that was stunning video. Your look,
Thank you.
body, choreo, just incredible. So how was that?
Thank you so much. I am so happy that in my mind, we have like our no air moment.
Okay.
And like, remember like when him and Carrie Hilson did their records, it just feels so nostalgic and feel good. And our voices sound so great together. I'm so grateful he did this song with me and with Hitmaker producing it. It was just really great on set. He was so kind, so fun and goofy. And I'm happy that the video turned out to be the masterpiece that it is.
Absolutely. Okay, so Body Do is my song, girl. Body Do is my song. I'm so excited. You have the visualizer out on YouTube right now, but when are we getting that video? And I was already thinking to myself, is Chloe going to surprise us and pop out with somebody in the summer, like as a remix on this song?
That would be epic, right? I love Body Do. Okay, so the reason why I love Body Do, the song sounds like a twerk anthem, right?
Yes.
And when you actually listen to the lyrics, it's quite like toxic and messed up. So what I'm pretty much saying in the lyrics is like, you know when you know someone's bad for you, but you just want their familiar touch.
Yeah.
And that's why I say in the I deserve better, but I want the feeling I know. And it's like, I know you lie to me. I know you're not being honest, but because you're right in front of me and I can see what that body do right now, I'm going to trust what that body do.
Ooh, okay.
So
We've
it's
all
like,
been there.
Yeah, it's like a fun, toxic way, you know.
Just giving into your,
Yeah, you know.
Absolutely. So your rap intro on Told Ya is crazy. That is like, oh, that's my favorite song to turn up in the car. How was it working with Missy Elliott?
Woo! It's a dream come true, to be honest with you. To have a legend like her grace this song for me, it meant absolutely the entire world.
Yes.
And when I first created this song, I wrote it with Tehran, who I wrote Have Mercy and Cheat Back with.
Okay.
I went in the studio and I was feeling so discouraged. And I felt like the people who said I couldn't do this were winning. And I was feeling like maybe I can't do this. And Tehran was like, you better put your chin up high. And he's like, we gonna tell them motherfuckers. That's how he said it. So then we ended up writing this song, and to create such a confident talking shit song from being in like a low place mentally about yourself, it was pretty cool. And to have Missy Elliott grace that song on a song where I'm saying, I told you that I'm going to be okay. I told you that I'm going to win. And to have a legend like her on that song, it just made the meaning of that song even more special and powerful.
Yeah, I'm sure from her experience and how she's and the things that she's talked about before of just kind of going through her own. And we're like, man, you are just like the mecca of creativity. So it makes the message in y'all's song even more powerful. I love that one. I can't wait to see that. Okay, so my sister actually recently had randomly, with the other day, before I even knew I was going to be speaking to you, sent me a picture of you and Halle side by side. It was like you guys as little girls holding hands in dresses, and then a side by side of y'all just glowed up queens on the red carpet.
Wow.
And I just love that relationship so much because it reminds me of the bond that my sister and I have. But
you want to know a funny story? Well, it makes me smile. I think I was 17 and Halle was 15. And one morning she woke up from a dream she had and she came to me. She was like, Chloe, I had a dream where we were like really successful and we were so close. We were holding hands and we looked exactly the same, but like way cooler versions.
oh my gosh.
So I reminded her of that, I think a few weeks ago. I said, do you remember when you said that? And we do look exactly the same, but like way cooler versions of ourselves. So in a way, like her dream came true.
Yes, I love that. That's literally what we saw in the photo. So that's so cute. What is maybe something that is a misconception about your sister that you guys maybe like laugh about at home? Like, why do they think that? You're not even like that. Or and about you as well.
Yeah, what we laugh about is how people think I am and my personality is how Halle's personality is, and how they think Halle's personality is how my personality is.
That is funny.
So we always laugh because we're like, people have no idea. Like, she's the feisty one. Like, she will snap back. She's like the really like sultry, confident one, graceful. Me, I'm like the hi. I'm like hello.
Yes.
So it's really funny.
That's cute. That's super cute. Okay. April 7th is a big day.
It is.
You're going to be starring in Praise This coming out on Peacock. And I just want to know, this whole film is revolving around you. So what is your role in this and what's the story about?
Thank you. Well, we just had the premiere last night. So it's so exciting how it's like project after project. And I play a girl named Sam. And she is an aspiring musician who is struggling. And she lost her mom and her faith has completely gone away because she's like, God, you're not answering my prayers. You're not hearing me. So I don't even know why I should still believe in you anymore. Her dad forces her to go live with her extended family in Atlanta. And that's where she finds herself unexpectedly through the Praise team.
Okay.
Yes.
And what are the relationships that your character has with, say, Drewski or Quavo, who are also from Atlanta? Like, what's that dynamic in the movie?
Oh, okay. Well, unexpectedly, like Aaron, played by Drewski, is kind of Sam's love interest. Like, she's kind of feeling him. And his name is Big Love. So he's a ladies' man.
Okay.
Like, I know off bat people think immediately it's Ty, who's played by Quavo. And Quavo plays Ty, an amazing artist in this universe and world who Sam tries to get to help start her music career.
Okay, I love it. We're so looking forward to seeing it. What are your expectations as far as it comes out as just people getting to know the story and seeing you just in another movie that you're starring in?
My expectations, I think people will really like this film.
Yeah.
It's very lighthearted and it's really funny and all audiences can watch it. Whether you're religious or not, you'll find something that you can find in there. And the deeper meaning of the movie is come as you are and you will be accepted anyway, in any shape or form. And I think that's so special. I completely resonate with that. I am very open, and independent and very sexually liberated when it comes to my body. And I also love God. And I don't think you have to sacrifice one or the other. I am so proud. I'm like, yes, God. Yes, God. And God loves me no matter if I have, my midriff showing or my butt showing or things like that, because he made me and he made all of us perfectly in his image. And that's really what the movie shows.
In this new kind of era with all of these amazing things coming out, what are you kind of giving yourself what are you kind of letting go of and just being like, I'm here. I don't care what y'all say. Mm-hmm. Look at the stats. I know I'm that girl. Like, are you forgiving yourself of maybe just playing down or like not wanting your light to shine as bright because you feel like you don't want to make other people uncomfortable and just being like, no, I was born to do this.
Some days I'm more confident than others. Some days it's easier to feel and say that. And some days it's really hard to even find those words. Mm-hmm. And I think when we are so in our craft and in our minds and in our heads, when our hard work pays off, we sometimes tend to have imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
And what I am trying to teach myself now is that these are the fruits of your labor.
Yes.
You deserve to enjoy them. So that's my goal for this year, to have peace of mind, be happy through it all. Life isn't going to be perfect, and that's what I've realized. But through it all, I just got to make sure my mindset is good.
Yes.
Mhm.
And you're about to kick off your tour.
I am.
We cannot wait to see you. Yes, girl. Of course, we're going to be there. And what are you wanting to give your fans in this experience? Because the sonics in this album, I mean, everything from even just like the mix, like the way that it is felt. What do you want to bring to the stage for those people that are going to be a part of the In Pieces Experience tour?
I want us to connect together on a completely different level. I can't wait to sing the songs together. My team and I have worked so hard on putting this show together in such a short amount of time. We are pulling it off a week after the album drops. So in the midst of all this promo, we were fitting in tour rehearsals and things like that. So I'm really, really excited, and I hope people enjoy it just as much as we do being on that stage.
Absolutely. It's definitely going to be a celebration.
Yes.
And when can we expect the next video? And are you allowed to tell us what it is?
Oh, when to expect the next video? I do love surprises. So we'll just have to see.